When we call up the room to this top floor via intercom, an elderly man's voice answers. Surprisingly, he quickly lets us in once I call myself Ho in Kyoma. It feels more and more like a trap, but I can't turn back now. The one who guides us in the room is the elderly man from the intercom. Hold on a second. Oh, it's Kurusu. Is it okay to leave me alone here as a caretaker, even though I'm an outsider? You know, I could steal away all your precious future gadgets. I'm gonna go with outsider. You are not an outsider. If I dare say it, yes, you are a lab mem. Good. I trust you, Kurusu. You seem like a girl with a good head on your shoulders. Yeah, you're my buddy. You're my friend. You're all of our friends. You're like family to us. We wouldn't suspect you of doing something so horrible. That would be shitty. Okay then. Bye. A silver-haired gentleman in a tuxedo. Oh my god. If only he was a sexy butler. You know, like the Sebastian fellow. God, that man was hot. Also Claude. I guess Claude was a little... I liked his design, I liked his look more, but Sebastian is far more on the sexy side. I'm not gay, by the way, I just like men. Oh, okay, that isn't... I'm not... whatever. I'm just gonna cut this out anyway. Just as Mayuri said, he indeed looks like a stereotypical butler. So much that you... so much that you couldn't be anything but a butler.
お嬢様、法院京馬様とそのお友達の皆様がお越しです。
Wait, is that Cho? Is that fucking Cho? Because if so, that's Brooke and Beans. It sounds a lot like him. The butler calls into the room. In front of a large window, Farah stands with a panoramic backdrop of Akiba.
Kuroki, arigato nya.
I haven't seen her wearing anything other than her usual maid uniform, so it's refreshing to see her in her plain clothes. But why does she equip the cat ears with it, even with her personal time? They're just fucking blinking up there. Bing, 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 bing. I'm off on this. Bing, 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 bing. Now when I ask, I can't help but question it. Better restrain myself. If I did ask, Ferris would just seriously answer, Ferris had cat ears ever since she was born, yeah. Ferris's eyes twinkle when she sees Mayuri and Dara behind me.
Ferris-chan, konnichi nya.
むほ、フェイリスさんの私服姿とか可愛すぐる。
I silenced the heavy breathing Daru by introducing my elbow to his ribs.
マイリとダルは勝手についてきた。迷惑なようなら帰らせる。
構わないにゃ。みんなようこそいらっしゃいませにゃ。
というか、自宅でもその語尾は変わらないのか？
何のことかにゃ。
あくまでとぼける気か。秋葉ルミホ。
フェイリスはフェイリスにゃ。
It's annoying, so I'll just drop it.
しかしこの家は一体どういうことだ？秋葉の一等地の超高級マンションとは。
I look around the room again. The interior design and furnishing gives it a very refined impression. It doesn't reek of celebrity atmosphere. Rather, it seems more like a model home. There's not a trace of daily living, probably because that butler and possibly some real maids, if there's a butler, there has to be maids, always clean up. Speaking of the butler, he vanished before I noticed it. He's a model butler if he can depart without a sound.
フェイリス。お前一体何者だ？
だから、フェイリスはフェイリスにゃ。
Ferris says so nonchalantly.
とぼけるな。ちゃんと説明しないならば、 帰らせてもらう。
なんという偉そうな態度。僕たちってフェイリスさんにお願いしに来た立場じゃなかった？
That's right.
ふにゃー。じゃあもうちょっとだけ詳しく話すと、この辺の土地はもともとうちのものだったのにゃ。
は
What did she just say? This land was originally for my house.
そっか。だからアキハさんなんだね。
Mayuri's words take me by surprise.
アキハという姓。まさか秋葉原の代々の大地主の名だとでも言うのか。
Ferris nods with slightly boastful face. Holy shit! So that means she's living in such a high-class apartment since she's super celebrity Ojo-sama.
ちなみにフェイリスは秋葉の都市開発計画にも結構な発言力を持ってるにゃ。
Ferris sways her slender waist, making a motion like a cat washing its face.
秋葉の各ショップに萌え文化を積極的に導入するようお願いしたのは他ならぬフェイリスなのにゃ。おー、すごーい。
So, basically, you're the godsend to all Moe fans.
フェイリスは子供の頃からそういう会議に出たりしてるのにゃ。
So basically, the current chaotic changes in Akiba were all made by this cat girl's liking. Ferris isn't afraid of anything.
でも今の話は内緒にしといてほしいにゃ。
She just wants to be a normal average girl. I guess, I don't know. Ferris's expression suddenly gets dark.
なぜだ。
知りたいのかにゃ。
Ferris approaches me. With a sexy look on her face. Damn.
それは
Ferris gently strokes my cheek with her cool, slender fingers. This is getting really erotic. After entrancing me, Ferris smiles and laughs.
フェイリスはフェイリスだからにゃ。
Damn it. This cat girl made a fool of me.
というわけでみんなにはこれまで通りフェイリスラブの大ファンとして接してほしいにゃ。
For some reason, Dara makes a gut pose after seeing Ferris's cutesy act.
接します。全力で接します。
マユシーもね、フェリスちゃんのファンだよ。フェリスちゃんのメイドさん魂はとってもすごいんだもん。憧れちゃうよ。
Dara and Mayuri are in complete adoration, but I disagree.
俺はフェイリスラブなどではない。
I thrust my finger at Ferris's nose.
あまり調子に乗らないでもらおうか、フェイリスニャンニャン。でなければこの高級マンション全体が血に染まることになるぞ。家にわざわざ呼びつけて自らのセレブっぷりを見せつけ、この俺との交渉において精神的優位に立とうとしたのだろうが無駄なこと。なぜなら俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティスト法王院京馬だからだ。
理由になってね。
That should settle it. With this, Ferris should be all hee and ask for my forgiveness while shaking in fear. Or so I thought. But instead, she looks at me with gleaming eyes.
はにゃー。自分を貫き通す人って素敵にゃん。
なんだと？
That's what I wanted to say. What was that? I wanted to threaten her, not enthrall her. So Ferris is a masochist, huh?
正直なこと言うと、あんまりフェイリスのこと話したくなかったにゃ。これまでいろんな人と会ったけど、アキハの跡取りって話すと、みんなフェイリスをフェイリスとして見てくれなくなるのにゃ。フェイリスとアキハルミホは分けてみてほしいのにゃ。
分けるも何も お前はすでにフェイリスニャンニャンとして確立しているではないか。
Hold on a second, it's probably Kurusu. It's a disgrace to be thought of as your partner. I doubt your character. Anyway, finish up your errands and come back quickly. Then why do you keep coming to the lab each day? I understand. You're actually so happy to be a lab member that you can't help it. Good. Good.
その点については全面的に同意するぜオカリン。ニャンニャン語を話し猫耳をつけている時点でそこにいるのはフェイリスタンだ。
意識しすぎているのはお前の方だということだ、フェイリス。
そうなのかにゃ。
お前は自意識過剰なのだ。俺にとってお前はどこまで行っても勝てる気がしない猫耳メイドでしかない。
にゃ。ありがとにゃ、今日な。
Did I say something to be grateful for? Well, Ferris probably admires my human tolerance. Now then, let's finish this idle gossip and get down to business.
それでフェイリスよ。IBN5100 を探す代わりにお前が要求する交換条件とは一体なんだ。よく吟味して条件を出すことだな。俺の右手は一度解き放たれるとあらゆるものを破壊し後には何も残らないとだけ言っておく。
大丈夫にゃ。
Ferris points at the carrier sticking out of her head.
この猫耳にはあらゆる能力を完全無効化するニャンニャンクリアという力が備わっているのにゃ。
That's such a cheap ability. Come on, don't be that person.
京馬の力が暴走した時はフェイリスがきっと止めてみせるにゃ。
Okay, maybe that's not as cheap as I thought, because I do like Toma's thing, but that is limited to only his right hand and only what he can touch. So there. I really shouldn't have talked about this hand to Ferris. Ferris's true terror is her ability, Dubbing 10, which allows her to overbearingly steal other people's stories and add them to her own backstory. By the way, I named Dubbing 10 the number 10. The number 10 doesn't really mean anything.
さてさて、それでは発表するにゃ。フェイリスからの条件は。
There's that out chuckle. But I noticed. Her eyes aren't laughing.
タイムマシンを使わせてほしいにゃ。
I should have figured. I see. I had a feeling that's what it was. Okay, see? Even Alchemy knew it.
昨日メイクインで京馬たちが話してたにゃ。タイムマシンを開発したって。
I don't really like the fact that we're using it. Okay, just a side note thing here, Akame. I don't like that we're using it as much as we are. It seems like it's gonna fuck up with a lot of things you know as to be fact and or, you know, what happened and make it really different. It's gonna fuck you up.
いかにも。俺たちは人類史上初のタイムマシン実験に成功済みだ。
だから人類史上初はセルンだっつの。
だが勘違いするな。タイムマシンとは言っても机の引き出しを搭乗口にしている青い猫専用の4畳半タイムマシンほど万能ではない。俺たちが成功したのは過去の誰かの携帯に18文字までのメールを送れるというレベルだ。ただしこれだけでもノーベル物理学賞ものであり人類の歴史を塗り替える超絶スーパーな発明だがな。
過去の誰かにメールが送れる。それってとってもすごいにゃ。ぜひフェイリスにも使わせてほしいにゃ。
Ferris jumps up and down with a face full of glee.
タイムマシンは我がラボにおける最重要機密事項だ。どうしても使いたいというならばラボ面になってもらう必要があるが。
ラボ面って何かにゃ。マユシーたちのサークルの仲間になるっていうことだよ。マユシー的にはね、フェリスちゃんがラボ面になって
右に同じく。というか、大、歓、迎。ぜひ入ってください。お願いします。
どうすればラボメンになれるにゃ？
契約書などは存在しない。必要なのは、そう。契約者同士による血の
盟約。
The window should be closed, but a gust of wind blew. It was the air conditioner. But outside the window, I see radio rain clouds over the sky. I hear the rumbling of thunder inside my brain.
汝フェイリスニャンニャンよ。いにしえよりハイエンシェントワードにて語り継がれる法典に従い、ラボメンへと加わることを望むのならば、その肉、その骨、その血を天の杯へと捧げることを誓い、盟約という名の洗礼を受けよ。さすれば古代の神はそれに応え、汝にラボメンナンバーを授けるだろう。
何を言ってるのかさっぱりわかんねえ。
My drill is the drill that shall pierce the heavens? That's all the sense I can make out of it. Doesn't make any sense, especially since it's a reference to Gurren Lagann, but hey! It made more sense than what he said.
あわわ。どうしよう。マユシーは血の盟約も良薬も飲んでないよ。ということは、マユシーはラボメンじゃないのかな。
マユシ、しょんぼりしなくても OK。これはオカリンのいつもの癖なのだぜ。
そっか。いつもの癖なら仕方ないね。でもよかった。わかったにゃ。血の盟約受けるにゃ。
Ferris puts on a serious face and grips a small knife placed on top of the desk. And for some reason, slashes it against her wrist.
いや、ペーパーナイフっしょ。
にゃはは。ダルニャンの言う通りにゃ。
Oh, thank you fucking God. That would have been a dark fucking turn. She surprised me. I clear my throat and pull myself together.
ではフェイリス、お前をラボメンナンバー007に認定する。
So you're 007. Be proud of that.
はいにゃ。これでタイムマシン使えるのにゃ。
ああ、そういうことになる。ただし他言無用だ。裏切り者には死を。それが我がラボの掟だと覚えておけ。
そうだったんだ。
だからオカリンのこの場だけの思いつきだって。
ありがとにゃ。ちょま。
Ferris hugs me by my neck. A very sweet aroma tickles my nose. Then something very soft.
オカリン、てめえ。僕も電話レンジ作ったのに。
I'm the leader. I get all the pussy, okay?
そうなのにゃ。じゃあダルニャンも。
Ferris flies over to Daru.
オカリンオカリン。フェリスちゃんが喜んでくれてよかったね。
マユリ、お前は実に無邪気だな。
I took out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。ああ、フェイリスはまんまと俺の思惑にはまったよ。所詮17歳の小娘ということだ。あの猫娘は俺との交換条件によって人類の夢、禁断の果実であるタイムマシンを使うという欲望を、この俺法王院京馬の手のひらの上で踊らされていることに気づいていない。 俺が猫娘との条件を受けた理由だと？そんなもの決まっているだろう。すなわち。
Then I wrap my lips. Then I warp my lips into a grin. Right now, my shark teeth are probably glistening suspiciously. Damn. I wish I had shark teeth.
あの猫娘は実験台なのだ。何？下道？とはひどい言い草だな。あながち間違ってはいないがね。
So far, we haven't gotten significant experimental data on D-males. Kurusu refuses to become a testee, and Mayuri and Daro are too stupid to be useful. We got experiments done with Mocha and Rukiko, but I want to get more data. And now, we have this offer. Experimental data, and an IBN 5100. I'm getting those from Ferris. 2 birds with 1 stone. I've completely recovered from the shock of losing the IBN 5100.
ああ。つまりフェイリスは、俺たちを利用したつもりでいて、実は逆に、飛んで火にいる夏の虫状態だったというわけだ。では、予定通りに次の実験に移行する。すべては、シュタインズゲートの選択だ。ヘルプサイコングル。
After I put away my phone, someone taps me on the shoulder. But after that, they blow into my ear.
もう
今、誰と電話してたにゃ？
After servicing Daro, Ferris was standing before me. But wait, behind me before I noticed. Seems like she heard everything.
気づくのが遅かったな。フェイリスニャンニャン。すでに血の迷約はなされた。契約を破れば、お前という人間には破滅が訪れるだろう。もう、逃げることは叶わんぞ。
オーケーにゃ。んで、タイムマシンはどこにあるのにゃ？
She seems rushed.
タイムマシン。正確には、電話レンジカッコ仮と呼ぶが、それは我がラボにある。
Let's try applying the microwave phone's original purpose this time. Basically, remote control. Kurusu's watching over the lab. I guess we'll leave the microwave phone temps set up to that assistant of mine. When I ask Ferris what mail address she's going to send to, she answers that with her father 10 years ago. I take a memo of that address. The destination is 10 years ago, April 3rd, 2000. It had to be at 8 a.m. that day. It had to be on 8 a.m. that day. So we use a calculator on the net to factor in leap years, resulting in 86,186 hours.
ということはね、86,000秒も動かし続けないとダメなの？電話レンジちゃん、疲れちゃうんじゃないかな。
いや、実際にその秒数を動かすわけではない。
So you learned that from the previous experiments.
放電現象が起きた時点で送れば、過去へは届くのだ。故に、バタフライ効果により、残りの秒数についてはキャンセルされるはず。
By the pattern so far, the fact that a D-mail was sent becomes undone and the D-mail only remains with the recipient. Now, let's call Kurusu.
Hello.
俺だ。そちらの状況を伝えろ。あのな、切りやがった。
What the What are you expecting?
そりゃあ切られるっしょ。オカリンの電話の仕方に対応できるのは、多分、僕と、マユシぐらいじゃね？
Let's try calling again.
ハロー。
おーいん京馬だ。無言で切るな。
なんだ、岡部か。てっきりいたずら電話だと思った。
こっちの番号は表示されているだろう。
いきなり意味不明なこと言われたら怖くなって切るわよ。
それはつまり、この俺、法院京馬の狂気ぶりに、イフを覚えたというわけだな。それなら仕方な。あいつまた切ったぞ
だからオカリンの電話に対応するスキルは、僕とマユシしか持ってないと何度言えば。
I redial in irritation.
ハロー。
岡部倫太郎ですけど、電話レンジカッコ仮の設定を少しいじってほしいんです。
初めからそう言えばいいのよ。でも、電話レンジ使うの？ブラウン管工房の店長さんに怒られるのは嫌なんだけど。
これは希少な実験のためなのだ。わかるか、助手よ。お前がミスター・ブラウンに怒られる。ただそれだけの犠牲により、タイムマシンという人類の夢は、完成を見るのだ。
ほんと、あんたって適当よね。で、どう設定すればいいんだ？
I tell her Ferris's father's email address. And I have her set the timer.
はい、入力したわよ。
よし、ご苦労。少し待て。
I turned to Ferris.
送る文章は書き終わったか？
I already told Ferris the mail address for the microwave oven temp's dedicated phone. Ferris nods to my question.
どんな内容だ？過去を変えるものなのだろう？
それは、
What? Her usual buoyant attitude's gone.
恥ずかしいにゃ。企業秘密だにゃ。
秘密だと？ふざけるな！これは実験だ！内容を公開してもらわねば、データを検証できないではないか！
何言ってるにゃ。これは実験じゃなくて交換条件だにゃ。フェイリスは実験のためじゃなくて自分のためにタイムマシンを使うのにゃ。
卑怯だぞ！
オカリンも人のこと言えないけん。
Dara, you jerk. Are you siding with Ferris? You seduced super hacker. Ferris covers her phone with her body. It looks like she doesn't plan on showing until the bitter end. Should we halt the experiment?
ちょっと、岡部！いつまで待たせんのよ！
Damn it. On the other side of the phone, an irritated Kurisu raises a complaint. I wonder if I can get into the backlog. Hold on.
ちょっと、岡部！いつまで待たせんのよ！
Yep, I could. We're not in that much of a hurry, damn it.
オカリン、ね、きっとプライベートな内容だから、詮索するのは良くないと思うんだ。
What? Even Mayuri's on Ferris's side? She was like that with Moga, too. This doesn't look good. I thought I had Ferris in the palm of my hand. But the twist was that I was in her palm?
岡部！返事しないなら切るぞ！
待て。わかった。電話レンジカッコ仮を起動だ。
Damn it. I submitted to the cat girl.
放電現象、始まった。
I nod to Ferris after greeting Kudusu's report. Ferris puts her finger on the send button and...
ポチッとにゃ。
At the very least, we're still in the same place. That's a good thing. I got the headache. Slowly being pulled into vertigo. I let out a long breath in the back of my throat. Alright, world. Show your transfigured self before me. I say that, but in the end, I don't know what sort of mail Ferris sent. I'm still at Ferris's home. I'm standing by the window. If I look down, an expansive view of Akihabara greets me. I look around the room.
それじゃあ、カードをオープン。
またウイルスカード。まだまだ爪が甘いにゃ。リンクカードは3枚取られたでしょ。ウイルスカードは3枚取っちゃったでしょ。マユシーはね、絶体絶命なのです。
What are these guys doing? The three of them are sitting around a table, taking turns moving things placed on top.
まだターミナルカードがあるじゃん。次のターンで一発逆転狙えるってマジで。
にゃふふ今さら逆転は無理無理にゃ。ここでフェイリスはターミナルカードのウイルスチェッカーを使っちゃうのにゃ。さあマユシーの残りのウイルスカードはどっちかにゃ。
マジパネっすね、フェイリスターン。
ねえ言ってできれば2手3手くらい待ってほしいにゃ。ダメかにゃ。フェイリスの真似してもダメにゃ。そんな。
Mayuri puts her fingers to both her eyes as if to mime tears. Anyway, it looks like they're playing Rhinet at Access Babblers. I'm the only one in the world whose memories continue before and after the email was sent. Reading Stein are unquestionably activated. So basically, Ferris's email caused the world to change. In that case, the reason why the three of them are now nonchalantly playing a card game, despite being on guard an instant ago, is also due to the past changing. And then the fact that Ferris sent a email disappeared. Most likely, even if I took a look at Ferris's phone, this correspondence email won't be in her sent mail history. Even if I interrupt her card game and demand Ferris tell me what sort of mail she sent, she couldn't answer, because the very fact that she sent it had become undone. The only trace would be in her recipient's phone, namely Ferris's father's phone 10 years ago. But that 10-year-old mail data was most likely erased long ago, so I don't think we can check. Therefore, I can only find out the world's changed myself. Now, let's begin the search for differences.
やっぱりフェリスちゃんは強いね。
Kurisu? Yeah, it is. Well, anyway, when I calm down and think about it, why am I still here? I should have already gone back to America by now. Here. Everything is Steins Gate's choice. L. Psi Congru.
最初はマユシーもいい感じだったにゃ。素質はあるにゃ。でもたとえの試合とはいえディフェンディングチャンピオンが負けるわけにはいかないにゃ。それに今度の大会では絶対に優勝するってパパとも約束したのにゃ。その日まで誰にも負けられないにゃ。パパ？
Ferris nods happily.
もしフェイリスが優勝したらパパは仕事中でも時間を作って絶対に祝福に来てくれるって言ってくれたのにゃ。
僕も全力で祝福したいわけだが、その日の夜は空いてるかい？
夜はパパと二人でお食事にゃ。
そう。
決勝戦はラボのみんなで応援に行くね。ありがとにゃ。
決勝の相手ってバイラルアタッカーズとかいうコンビだったっけ？下馬評じゃノーマークだったのに、まさかフェイリスタンのライバルであるイディオナを任しちゃうとはな。フェイリスタンとイディオナのデュエルは毎回神がかってるから、今回も楽しみにしてたのに。
他のライネッターの試合は全然見てないんやけど、 バイラルアタッカーズってそんなに強いのかにゃ。
ま、フェイリスタンの敵じゃないよ。フェイリスタンは最強。フェイリスタンは神。
にゃーん。そこまで持ち上げられると照れるにゃ。
Listening to the conversation gives me an indescribable bad feeling. Something is strange. A voice whispers from deep within reason. After ruminating in the current conversation, I soon realized the meaning of my discomfort. Ferris shouldn't have gone to any official Rhinet Axis Battlers tournament so far. And yet, she's about to compete in the World Tournament Finals? In the Tournament Finals? Which means she's won matches up to the semifinals. So does that mean Ferris's change to the past was so that she could go to Rhinet tournaments? Considering her recipient was her father, maybe he was strict and originally prohibited her from going to tournaments. I see. That seems possible. But is that something sending a D-Mail can change? Ferris is still 17 years old, so even if she participated in tournaments now, it's not late at all. If there were an age limit to Rhinet tournaments, it would be a different story. Or maybe it's just that everyone has their own morals? At that moment, someone knocks on the door. The door opens halfway, and an aging man appears. It's not the real butler.
失礼。ルミホ、少しいいかね。
Ferris quickly gets up and leaves her room.
ぐはー、フェイリスタンのお父様か。挨拶しておかないとまずくね。
フェリスちゃんのパパさんって社長さんなんだよね。すごいな。
Oops, she returned. Then she turns to us, apologetically putting her hands together.
ごめんにゃ。フェイリスはパパと出かけなくちゃいけなくなっちゃったにゃ。それじゃあマユシーたちはこれでバイバイさせてもらうね。
フェイリスタン、僕とのお手合わせは？手取り足取りライネットの何たるかを抗議してくれるっていう約束は？
誰もそんな約束してないと思うにゃ。
そうですとも。言ってみ。
ダルくん、フェリスちゃんを困らせたらダメなんだよ。ほら、オカリンも帰ろう。
あ
あ。そういえば、今日はやけに静かだったにゃ。どうかしたのにゃ？
いや、秋葉を高みから見下ろし、越に入っていただけだ。
さすがオカリン、意味不明なり。
We go with Ferris to the entryway, and her dad and the butler see us off. Her dandy dad tells us to come visit again. Ferris's dad seems like a nice man. He doesn't have the atmosphere of a pompous rich man. The sun is setting, but there are still many people in front of Akiba Station. Oh, I think I know what this is hitting. I saw a clip of this happening, I think. Foreigners stand out more than usual. Akiba Town is known throughout the world. So much that people come from abroad just to buy consumer electronics and moe goods. But it's so hot outside. Wait, I just realized, those signs and everything, they're all different than earlier. Unless he's looking at a different street, I'm just remembering the street wrong, but if it's the same street, then the signs and everything are all different. Whatever. I'm probably wrong, maybe. Just walking is enough to open up every sweat gland. The air conditioning at Ferris's house was indeed comfortable. I want some in the lab too, but unfortunately we don't have that kind of money. Anyway, how about we go somewhere to eat? Thinking that, I look back at Daru and Mayuri behind me. Mayuri's not there.
マユリはどこへ行った？
あれ？そういえば消えてる。
Did Stardust handshake activate again? I check my surroundings. And then I see Mayuri from behind, casually walking towards the station. She's already about 50 meters away. I chase after her.
前よりどこへ行く？
オカリン。マユシーはこれからお家に帰るんだけど、中野に寄っていこうと思って。
帰るなら帰るとなぜ言わんのだ？
ごめんね。でもね、中野に行かなきゃって考えてたらね、そのことで。
マユシの気配を消していなくなる能力は異常。
Mayuri does this a lot. She staggers off somewhere without saying anything. And just like Daru said, we really can't sense her presence at those times. That's why she always surprises me with the illusion that she disappears. Stardust handshake and sneaky fade out. Truly troublesome abilities.
そもそも中野に何の用があるのだ？
昨日アイソードの同人誌が出たんだ。
エロ？
でもね、絵師さんは甲賀由衣さんなんだよ。マユシーは久々に本気出さなきゃって思って。
へえ、甲賀由衣か。去年のガンバムのキャラデザっしょ？
ガンバム。
そうだよ。
僕の分も買っといて。
わかった。
Alright then. We have a plan. You're gonna go and buy doujinshi, probably of the porn variety, maybe. If you're lying. For all we know, you probably are. And me and Daru are probably gonna go and have a snack or something.
おいおい、お前たち何を言っているんだ？同人誌ならば虎の穴が目の前にあるではないか。
Oh shit. Daru and Mayuri stare blankly at my words.
目の前ってどこ？
いや、目の前は目の前だ。あそこに。
I point my finger. Not at Tora no Ana.
あれ？
I rub my eyes and blink several times. I stare at it again. I thought maybe I got the wrong place. But I couldn't find it no matter how much I searched. On the contrary, Torano and his neighbor, Animate, disappeared too. What? Everything's... See, I was totally right. Those buildings are different. In their place are electronics stores. Furthermore, those electronics stores are unfamiliar. Daichi Kaiden and T21 Minami. No, wait. I remember hearing from Mr. Brown that Akiba used to have a whole bunch more electronics shops. Several shops have already closed. I think Daichi Kaden and T2 Stone Minami were among them.
虎の穴もアニメイトも一体どこへ行ったのだ？
Seriously, where the fuck did they go? I know about Animate and Torano Ana.
それはひょっとしてギャグで言っているのか？
は？
秋葉には虎の穴もアニメイトもないよ。だからマユシーは中野まで同人誌を買いに行くのです。
That's what Akiba's about. You buy stuff like that there.
ないってどういうことだ？昨日までは普通にあったよな。
What about today? We went to Ferris's house. I didn't clearly see them though.
だからないって。そもそもそういう萌えショップが秋葉にあるわけないじゃん。萌えの聖地といえば中野だろ、上皇。
What? That is no.
秋葉の方が萌えの聖地としては世界規模で有名ではないか。
ついに暑さでおかしくなったか、オカリン。秋葉は電気街。萌えショップができようもんならマニアどもが暴動を起こすレベルだお。
The conversation doesn't connect. This feeling. I'm frustrated. The past changed. I noticed from the corner of my brain. But I still can't help but ask.
マンダラケは？
ないよ。
秋葉王は？
それは普通にあるっしょ。
同人誌を売ってる秋葉王国のことだ。
なんぞそれ。
秋葉王で同人誌が売ってるの？
それはないわ。いくらなんでも。
ゲーマーズは？ラムタラは？
They shake their heads.
メロンブックスは？遊びとシティは？
They give back confused looks. So basically, I take a deep gulp. I finally understand. It's too unreal. But I understand.
この街の混沌が薄らいでいる。
Only the otaku pandering shops selling anime and eroge have completely disappeared from Akiba Town. For the final desperate struggle, I run to the usual spot. May Queen Nyan Nyan. The maid cafe where Mayuri and Ferris work, and Daru and I frequent. But upon arriving in front of the store, I could do nothing but stand, stock still, and surrender to the finishing blow.
ない。
It's lost. Not just the Moe shops, but even the maid cafe disappeared. Not just May Queen. The other multitudes of maid cafes and cosplay service stores have probably disappeared too.
マユリ、お前メイクインで働いていたよな。
メイクインって何かな？じゃがいも？
メイクインニャンニャンだ。
I try asking Daru too, but to no reaction.
マユシーがバイトしてるのはルモアンヌだよ。
ルモアンヌ？それはメイド喫茶か？
普通の喫茶店。
秋葉にはメイド喫茶は一軒もないのか？
ねえよ。秋葉に来る。
It's already definite. This is most likely an influence of Ferris's D-mail. The butterfly fact Kurusu talked about. Ferris said she had participated in Akiba's city development conferences ever since she was little, and that, adopting her opinion, they increased the Moe shops. And by sending a team up to 2,000, directly, or indirectly negating that, the world line was reconstructed to one with Akiba without those stories. I guess that's it. To think that a single male could rewrite 10 years of town's history. I gotta check my fucking phone. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. To think that a single male could rewrite 10 years of a town's history. Is it okay to repaint the town's appearance to your convenience? No. Ferris's convenience? I almost felt guilty about it. But since I'm the only one who remembers the original Akiba, nobody can blame me. I can't do anything about the changes after all. But still, just what did Ferris send? The next morning, I leave the brightened lab and take an aimless stroll. What I learned as a result is that, although its chaos factor has decreased, all in all Akiba is still Akiba. I still don't care about this Steins Gate thing, but if you think about it in terms of chaos theory, maybe you derailed my gear somewhere, lol. At any rate, take responsibility for getting me involved. I will. Electronic shops exist just like before, or rather they multiplied. You can still hear the shop's loud theme songs and echoing barks all the way from the sidewalk. A little uninteresting, but peaceful. Electronics otaku, PC maniacs, and even cheerful foreigners walk the streets. Maids handing out flyers to the streets, and young female customers, so-called fujoshi, disappeared. But the essence of Otaku Town is still unchanged. That's a little bit of a relief. By the way, about how Ferris and I met despite May Queen's non-existence, Mayuri told me last night. Mayuri and I accompanied Daru as he went to a small run at AB tournament at a toy store in Ikebukuro, but he retired because of a stomachache. Flustered, Mayuri and I ended up enlisting on the spur of the moment. Our purpose was Ferris. Our opponent was Ferris. Obviously, Mayuri and I suffered overwhelming defeat as a new-coming pair, but apparently Ferris gave us kind, careful, and thorough advice on how to play. That was the beginning of Mayuri and Ferris's beautiful friendship. The past was changed on a large scale on that part, but it's admirable that our current relationship remained the same in the end. Or maybe Lady Luck really exists. Oh, a mail. You're being watched. Who the fuck are you? How do you know this?
なんだこれ。
A prank call? A prank mail? Spam? A wide red jelly? Being watched? Me? I'm momentarily confused. Unintentionally, I look at my surroundings. Goosebumps raised instinctively. And I feel just something disquieting.
機関か。それとも、セル。
I don't like this. I really don't like this, Okabe. You gotta get the fuck out of there. If that's true, then this is a threat mail. My heartbeat skyrockets. Not good. Not good, not good. What do? Consult someone? Whom? Why'd they get involved too? It's a prank. Don't take it seriously. What if it is serious? Will black suits really come for me? Erase. They'll erase me. Erase us. Call the police? No, pointless. Not enough evidence. What do I do? What should I do? What should I... Various thoughts spin inside my head. Every pedestrian looks like an enemy. I run away from the crowd. I somehow managed to calm down and come back to the lab. For now, I'll think of the mail as a prank and drive it to the backest corner of my mind. Gathered in the lab this early in the morning. Well, actually, it's already noon. Are 3 high school girls. Lab Mem 002, Lab Mem 004, and 006. Mayuri, Kurusu, and Rukuko. I greet them, try not to stiffen my expression.
お盆休み期間の日曜日だというのに、ずいぶん暇そうだな、ラボメンガールズよ。
あ、岡部さん、お邪魔してます。
おかり、おはよう。
I smile and wave back at the 2 high school girls for my morning greeting. In a sense, this is a happy scene. By the way, one of these girls is, to be accurate, a high school boy who looks like a girl. And that happy scene was ruined by a certain assistant who just gave me an uninterested look before going back to reading.
何をしているのだ？
Mayuri and Rukuko are sitting next to each other on the sofa, reading a book together. When I take a peek, it looks like a cosplay photo album.
昨日ね、中野に同人誌を買いに行くって言ったでしょ。その時にね、とっても可愛いレイヤーさんの同人写真集を見つけたんだ。だからね、つい衝動買いしちゃったの。ほら見て、ルカちゃん。これ、ブラチューのセドナコスだよ。作り込みすっごいな。すごく可愛いよね。ああ、ほんとだ。
I see. And so she's growing it to re-educate him? Rukuko was so against it, but Mayuri is pretty praiseworthy. But he looks so uninterested in the photo album, that maybe he's interested in cosplay itself. How interested, give it. Maybe his issue is simply being too shy to be in front of people.
ねえねえ、クリスちゃんも見てみてよ。感動しちゃうんだから。別にいいわ。
looks like Kurusu's the only one who particularly in the Dojin photo album. Oh, wait. The only one not particularly into the Dojin photo album appreciation party. She just gives a cold, She's reading a difficult Western book. Damn it. Pretending to be intelligent. You don't talk that way when Mayuri gives you a suggestion. Or so I thought, but Mayuri doesn't seem to mind. So I don't butt in.
次のページからは水着だ。すごい。露出度高いな。スタイルもすごくいいし、グラビアアイドルみたい。憧れるな。憧れてるの？水着に？僕、こんなにスタイル良くないから。でもね、ルカちゃんはきっと大きなお友達からははぁはぁ言われちゃうよ。
Hey, Mayuri, what the hell are you saying? It's like you're referring to Daru with that remark.
貧乳は正義なの。だからね、胸なんてなくても自信持っていいんだよ。
Kurusu starts magnificently choking on her coffee. I know that feel. I almost did a spit take with my Dr. Pepper. Furthermore, Mayuri has no persuasive power at all with her super bust, unsuitable for her height.
そうだ！コミマが終わったら一緒に海に遊びに行こうよ。せっかく夏なんだしね。マユシーもずっとコス作りしてて、夏休みはちっとも遊べてないもん。ねえねえ、オカリン、クリスちゃん、どうかな？ラボメンのみんなで海。
ラボメンのみんな？私は行かないわよ。もう少ししたらアメリカに帰らなきゃ。荷造りもまだしてないから、そんな余裕はない。
確かに。ラボでのんびりと読書をしているほどだからな。
Kurusu snaps her book shut and glares at me for my sarcasm.
だったらはっきり言わせてもらう。変態野郎二人と一緒に海水浴なんて言ってられるか？女子メンバー限定というなら、喜んで参加させてもらうわ。
素直になったらどうだ、クリスティーナ。私は、伝部の猛虎犯を男子に見られたくないので一緒には行けません。と。
猛虎犯なんてないわよ。
そもそも女子メンバー限定ならば、そこのルカ子も無理ではないか。
何それ？
この前わざわざ教えてやっただろう。ルカ子は正真正銘の男だとな。
My declaration of the truth freezes the atmosphere. Wait, what? There's something off about their reaction.
最悪ね、あんた。女の子に向かって男呼ばわりなんて。
そうだよ。オカリ、そういうこと言うのはね、マユシー好きじゃないな。
Not just Kurusu, but even Mayuri condemns me. And then Rukuko starts to clearly turn pale, hanging his head while shaking shoulders. With shaking shoulders. Is he crying? Normally he'd just get depressed and say something like, "That's true, I am a guy. And wearing swimsuits is embarrassing too." But he'd never start crying.
クリスティーナ。お前が現実から目を背けたくなるのはわかる。ルカ子は男でありながら、とても可憐だからな。
岡部！
Kurusu's expression grows even more stern as she approaches me.
私にヘンテコなあだ名をつけるぐらいなら冗談で済むからいいけど。いや、本当は良くないが。今のあんたの言い草は冗談になってない。他人を傷つけるようなやつじゃないと思ってたけど、違ったみたいね。今のあんたは本気で最低よ。
え？
What? Why did disaster suddenly strike?
謝りなさい。今すぐ、漆原さんに謝りなさい。
いやいや、謝るも何も。俺は真実しか言ってな。
いいんです。
Rikuko gets up from the sofa, whispering with a fading voice, still hanging his head.
僕、岡部さんに、そういう風に見られてたんですね。
いやいやいやいや、そういう風ではなく、ルカ子、お前は男だろ。それとも、お前まで現実逃避に走ったか？
現実逃避してるのはあんただろうが。
そうだよ。ルカちゃんは女の子なのに、オカリンひどいよ。
というか、まゆりよ。なぜお前は急にルカ子への呼び方を、ルカくんからルカちゃんに変えた？
岡部、いつまで続ける気？彼女は女の子よ。
Mayuri nods in agreement. Eh? Huh? Just what are these guys? A prank? A trap?
僕、帰ります。
And then Rikuko slips by me, trying to head outside the lab. I grab his hand from behind and detain him.
待て、ルカ子！俺を担ぐのはよせ！お前は正真正銘の男だ！なぜならここに！
I put Rikuko's slender body into Nelson's hold. I try to grab Rikuko's manhood at his crotch. Nothing.
お？お？え？あれ？なんで？
Dude? I try groping at his crotch some more.
岡部さん、やめてください。
Oh, now I feel really, really bad. Okabe, stop, I'm serious. Nothing. Nada. It should be there. I mean, he's a man! At that moment, an electric current runs through my brain. No way. Yes way. So, is that how it is?
ルカ子。お前。
That demo that I thought was surely a failure was a success?
お前は、女なのか！
最初からそう言っとるだろ！
Immediately afterward, my brain gets stumped. The corner of Kurusu's massive book sinks into my skull. Rikuko is crying. Mayuri worriedly rubs her back. Kurusu glares down at me, in a daunting stance. Daru, who arrived moments ago, is in the corner, stifling a laugh. How rude, is what I'd like to say, but don't. Because 100% out of 100% unknowing outsiders would assume the situation is like this. A perverted college boy is genuflecting to a high school girl of justice. And that assumption isn't technically incorrect. The top of my head's throbbing. Most likely because Kurusu instantly wiped out 100 million of my environmentally endangered neutrons in a single blow. I put a moist towel to my head.
一度あんたの頭を切り開いて脳だけ取り出して、よく洗浄してやりたい気分よ。できればそのまま体に戻さず、培養液の中にぶち込んで、一生あんなハレンチな真似できないようにもしてやりたい。とにかく、警察に突き出されないだけ、ありがたいと思いなさい。
はい。すいません。
I honestly apologize. No, it was too hasty. I didn't think it'd be gone. Rikuko became a woman. Her appearance didn't change, and she's a flat-chested girl. But still a girl nonetheless. After all, that which is precious is gone. I clearly confirmed that by my own hand. It's now the firm truth. Who would have thought we'd prove that idiotic old wives' tale in this fashion? More importantly, I did something horrible to Rikuko. It wouldn't be strange if the perverted act of groping such an innocent 16-year-old girl's crotch would give her PTSD. And that's to say nothing of Ruka's already docile nature. Next time I come into contact with her, I need to be as gentle as humanly possible. No, maybe I shouldn't even speak to her for as long as my life endures. But I'm entirely at fault, so I have to accept any stigma placed on me.
だいたい、なんだって漆原さんが男の子だなんていう妙な妄想に取り憑かれたんだ。
それについては前にも言ったはずだ。D メールによる過去改変だよ。ルカ子は男だったが、女の子になりたいという願いをもとに D メールを送り、それは成功した。世界線が変わったその瞬間を、俺は確かに認識していた。すなわち、魔眼。リーディングシュタイナーによってな。その点については反省せねばなるまい。俺はもっと、自分の持つ特殊な力を信じるべきだったと。
Kurusu calmly raises her book above her head.
また食らいたい？
いや、本当なんだ。これについては信じてくれ。この現象を理論立てて説明するとだ。D メールを送るたび、この世界が辿ってきた歴史が変わる。つまり過去が変わる。世界中でこの俺だけが、因果率の変化を認識できる。そう。例えるなら、俺はこの世界の観測者ということだ。
I stand up in excitation, bellowing out a fervent speech, but nobody gave any reaction.
いいから座れ。
I sit down again in dejection.
わからないのか？観測者、すなわち、量子力学的に言うところの、シュレディンガーの猫の実験における、箱を開ける人なのだぞ。
シュレディンガー？
うわ、出たよ、シュレディンガーの猫。日本人のシュレディンガー好きは異常。
あんたも日本人だろ。
もううんざりって感じっすわ。猫が可愛いのは認めるがな。
I don't know which one you're referring to, but I'm gonna go with cat. Daru stuck the nail on the head as so well. I can't object. Schrodinger's experiment certainly has become a staple of Japanese entertainment media dealing with quantum theory.
とにかく俺は、そういう特殊な力を宿す魔眼を持っている。その名を、リーディングシュタイナーと呼ぶことについては、以前説明した通りだ。
その、リーディングシュタイナーって名前、バカっぽいからやめろって私も以前言ったはずよね。いかにも和製英語って感じ。漫画の必殺技みたい。文法としては破綻してるし、シュタイナーがシュタインのことなら、前半は英語で、後半はドイツ語とか、むちゃくちゃだ。ちなみにこれは、シュタインズゲートだっけ？それにも言える。
まだまだ伝部の猛虎犯が取れぬようだな、クリスティーナよ。ネーミングは五感がすべて。かの天才、レオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチにも被験する俺の想像力は、文法などという、つまらない決まり事に縛られたりはしないのだ。
She hits me again. Stars fly through my vision.
少しは反省しろ。
すいません。
Rukigo still hasn't stopped crying. I spend the next 30 minutes sitting on my souls in punishment.